Hey internet, hope you're doing well. It is Kat. Welcome back to my lair. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about the video that I put out yesterday, which was a song called No One's Buying Music.
'Cause no one's buying music. Oh no, they stream all day.
I know I feel like I'm talking about this all the time, but it's because it's a really pressing and important issue in this industry that I work in and that you may know me from, or I'm sure you enjoy music. So it's a big ongoing issue. 5 years ago, I wrote an article for Medium called How Streaming Could Be Good for Artists. And in that article, I proposed that there could be a few minor changes that would make huge impacts for the artist. I had proposed that maybe there is an automatic purchase after a certain amount of plays, which would kind of let you support the artist that you play the most. If you play the same song 50,000 times, we know you love that artist. Why not have an automatic purchase price, 99 cents, go straight to the artist or record label? That helps support in the ongoing ecosystem of streaming. There's recently been an outcry from artists who are kind of digging into this income transparency. People that are more popular than me are coming out and saying, look, there has been a change in the way that people consume music, yet the new model does not pay more, does not support artists, and we have to figure something out here. I'm not saying that streaming is the enemy. I think it's a great technology. I think it's really an interesting way of consuming music on the go and not having to store all these files. But at the same time, I do strongly believe that the people that you're streaming should be making more than almost nothing. Like, it's so little, it's practically 0 cents per stream. The fact that the consumption of music is so still massive and growing exponentially, but the payment on the back end is so low that it's actually, I think, going to really dissuade a lot of people from ever going into music. Not that it's about the money, but you want to be able to pay your rent, you want to be able to eat, and if all of a sudden your revenues are completely cut, you have to think of other things to do. You have to reassess your business plan. On the topic of business plans, of course, anyone that is active in the music scene in 2018 knows that we cannot rely on music sales to kind of guide us into, as our career progresses. Of course, we have to rely on other merchandise streams, touring, teaching, doing workshops, and everything outside the box. So what can you do as a consumer and as a music lover? Well, there's a number of things you can do. Firstly, stand with artists when they do bring up the fact that there's a ridiculously unfair payment structure in place. Educate your friends, be an advocate for those people, because we're speaking out against companies that have millions of dollars. Google and Apple are two of the biggest players in streaming. They have a ton of money. Another thing you can do is to make sure that if you love an artist, go support them when they come to town. Another great avenue is Bandcamp. You can get everything from MP3s to t-shirts to special edition CDs, and they have a great revenue sharing program, which means most of the money that you're paying is going directly to the artist. Another way you can support musicians and artists, filmmakers, all sorts of creative people that are being affected by the streaming model of consumption is to become a patron or a subscriber, where you give a small amount of money per month, which helps sustain their creative output. In the olden days, this is called a patron of the arts, which was someone who simply loved the arts and wanted to contribute when they could. So they would fund projects, fund musicians, and we can continue that with subscriber services like some people subscribe on YouTube or Twitch, or Patreon is great. And you can check out my Patreon down below. Shameless plug. I think that the future can be very exciting with regards to the way we consume music, but I also am very cautious that the model we currently have in place is not sustainable. If you have the people that your entire business is built on making the least amount of money, that feels like the bottom is going to crumble on out, and that does not seem like a very viable business to me. And I feel like if I'm changing my business plan up, I would hope that Spotify, Apple Music, and Google are thinking about how their business can go forward by respecting the music that it's built on. Thank you for watching this. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe. I'm making videos every day this month, which is a challenge, and we'll see if I get there. Talk to you tomorrow, and as always, stay cool. Cooler than me. I'll see you in the next one.
A little purpose, something to know. A new direction, give me somewhere